Welcome back to live shopping here at Highlight Crafts. Those rice papers next door were beautiful, weren't they? Did you get your 3 for 2? Don't forget, you need to put 3 in your basket and then you'll only be charged for 2. I like that 3 for 2 thing. And don't forget, we also have another 3 for 2 on the website at the moment, which is stickers. Now that will have finished this time next week. So at the end of the month at midnight, it goes back up to normal price. So please don't miss out on those stickers and grab them while we can, which will be great. Right, first of all, let me introduce you to the team this morning. We've got Andrew in our ears, producing from home. This is his last day producing for us till February. So we're going to make the most of him. We've got Laura on cameras. There we go. And we've got our David, who is getting ready, mixing resin.
Mixing resin, doing bits and bobs.
Well, you're not mixing resin with your bits, you'll be all right.
Oh dear, that would be sticky. Messy.
And so it begins. The terrible two are back in the building together. Right, let me tell you a little bit about live shopping and where you can watch us and how you can purchase these fabulous items that we've got on the show for you. So first of all, if you'd like to watch us on your TV, you can put us on YouTube. A lot of you do that now, which I think is great. I love watching on YouTube because you've got a bigger picture, haven't you? You can also watch us on Facebook, Instagram, and our website, which is highlightcrafts.com. Now, if you're going to shop with us on either of our social platforms, we're going to show you a product, and that product will have been given a code. And all you need to do to put that into a basket is type the word shop and then that code into the comments underneath the video. So you don't need to miss any of David's demos or any of our highlight deals, which is brilliant. Then you will be sent a direct message. And when you open that message, you will see a link. Click the link and that will take you to your basket on our website. Please make sure that you're logging into your account, because when you log in, you get your club member benefits, which is extra discount on every single purchase that you make with us here at Highlight Crafts, loyalty points for every single £1 that you spend, and you can build those up using the background, and you can use them on a bigger item or you can use them as you go. We just had one of our lovely customers next door paid £2.89 for her downloads because she used her points, which is brilliant, right? And then also, if you get your basket spend to over £35 after those discounts, you will also get free postage because we will pay it for you, which is great, isn't it? Now, if you would prefer to shop directly on highlightcrafts.com, you can also do that. Just click watch live, press play, and as soon as that show starts to stream, all the items in that show will appear down the right-hand side of your screen. You then just select the ones that you wish to purchase and they'll go into a little red shopping bag at the top of your screen. When you're ready to log in and check out, you're going to click on that bag and that will take you through that process. Make sure before you check out that you have a good look on the website because we've got some cracking deals on there. We've also got Outlet and those 3 for 2 stickers. Now then, if you don't ever want to miss one of our shows, if you type the word live into the comments underneath the video, that will give us permission to send you a little notification to your device a couple of minutes before we go live so you don't miss anything. And if you don't want to miss out on any of the deals, you can shop ahead on those deals from midnight, which is fabulous. I love that because there's a lot of you do that. Some of you set alarms to wake up to shop and then go back to sleep again. How brilliant is that? Love that. Right, now then on this show, we've got a plethora of fabulous, oh, pardon you.
Oh, sorry.
Fabulous products. So we've done resin yesterday with Jane. Today, we're doing something slightly, David, lift the chair up, man.
Like the legs coming off.
Your legs coming off. Oh, the chair legs coming off.
Not my leg.
I was going to say, flipping heck, how are we going to go with that?
I could use resin to put it back on.
You could use resin to put it back on. Always got the product in
Always,
his head.
absolutely.
Right, chicken licking.
Look what I've been making. I've been making amber glass.
Amber glass?
So it's iridescent amber glass.
Oh, look at that.
So it's got flecks of orange inside it, as well as the iridescent pure beauty. I'm so excited about UV resin. It is like the most favoured one to work with, especially if you're just starting out on your resin journey. And we're going to talk to you all about that during the show. But everything that we have on the show today, it's really exciting. If you've not joined us for resin before, or you joined yesterday and it sort of got you in the mood and you were excited for it, this is the show to then make that decision, because there is so much on here and everything on here that you need to be able to start a new craft.
There you go. Right, where do you want to start then? Do you want to start with this?
Is that all right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Start where we start. We're starting with the UV resin.
Absolutely. Now, the ultraviolet curing resin is incredibly favoured for, well, many reasons, but the key one is being it's a single part medium.
You know when I said you can shop ahead from midnight? This is already limited stock.
Brilliant. Right, okay, everybody. Well, with that being said, you know exactly what you need to do. I wouldn't be waiting around, that's for sure.
Absolutely
now,
not.
The actual kit itself comes with everything that you need inside here. Now, your torch itself is fundamental within the curing process. It's a UV curing resin. The reason why it's so popular, it's instant gratification. You know, you enjoy the results instantly because it only takes a couple of minutes to cure. There's no overnight, there's no 48, 24 hours or a week for this, or, you know, X amount of time, or self-leveling, all that sort of stuff that you have to remember. It does it all for you. Now, the bottle itself, now, with being, you know, a suitable size for any crafter, it's not unmanageable, but also at the same time, it provides you with tons. You use such a small amount. UV resin is used a lot in the beauty sector as well for, you know, nails. So you can use it for nail art as well if you wanted to, and jewellery, okay? Now, that's because it's a smaller surface to cover. You can still mix things like inks, you can still mix glitters, flakes, all that sort of stuff into it, and of course your magic films. But you get everything you need there. You get the torch and you do also get the actual UV resin, and it's only in one part. You don't need to mix anything.
I think this is a really good starting point. Shop bundle, $19.99. You've got nearly a £5 saving on that, and then you will get your discount on top of that, which is fabulous.
Absolutely.
And it's really easy to use, isn't it?
Incredibly easy to use. It's as simple as taking the top off the bottle, applying the nozzle to it, and this is a really fine tip nozzle, okay? Apply it into either your jewellery bezels on the top of artwork, such as paws. It can go on the top of paintwork. You can create dewdrops with it onto all of your die cuts as well, which looks wonderful. It gives you that instant depth, that 100% clarity, so it's fully transparent and translucent. You don't create a single bubble in this because, of course, you're not mixing it.
No.
It's
Absolutely.
straight from the bottle. So it'd be great for small moulds too. So if you think about your mouldings that are very fine and intricate and very, very decorative, you can use it in those as well.
Well, maybe you bought the little round moulds that have the flowers in and you've been using them for your wax.
Well, there's little cherubs. You
Little
can use
cherubs,
them in that.
yeah, all of that. It's a fabulous, fabulous product. So shop bundle, we'll get you that for $19.99.
Absolutely.
Right, where do you want to go next?
Right, the
Here?
magic films.
Magic film.
This
Me and you
stuff.
the other week, we were getting proper giddy about this, weren't we?
Definitely. Now, if you joined us for those shows or any of the shows that you may have seen a glimpse of this, you will know just how fundamental this is. If you're a paper crafter, a mixed media artist, if you like to work with, of course, all of your molds and resin and fabric too, whichever craft you choose to work with, you can incorporate this into
brilliant.
it. So having, and also just looking at it is a dream. It's like quality street wrapper on roll.
It is.
It's
It
unreal.
absolutely is.
This is double folded, so it's double the width, okay? It's about, I think it's almost a 120 or?
It's 34 inches when
Right.
it's when it's opened up.
Opened up.
And it's 10 metres
10
in
metres,
length.
that's massive.
On each roll.
1, 5, 6, 7. So you've got 80 metres. 80 metres with that width of 30. Oh my goodness, tons. But the beauty of this is we also have the magic film on the show as well. Sandwich this inside your magic film or sandwich the magic film inside the colours. Iron and press it together to create your own tones, different tinted iridescence versions as well. This stuff is great if you like to do your gift wrapping. That's goes without saying. It's going to work great for that.
Absolutely.
But it's reactive with different mediums. Whether you can use alcohol inks with it, whether you're going to work inside there with your dyes, heat pressing it. If you've got the big heat press, the big sublimation one, it's perfect. You just put it in and sandwich it down.
Yeah.
But you can just use a flat iron, which I'm going to do during the show. But you're going to get all 8 of these rolls inside here. They are brilliant. The colours are just gorgeous. But you can mix them together. You can use them in light boxes. Use them with, of course, all of your die cuts. You can stamp onto them. But we're going to do some techniques to them during the show.
Oh, how exciting.
Yeah.
Right, you need to get those in your basket then if you haven't already got them. Then you're ready for the techniques because we haven't got a lot of this left. Shop film, $34.99. Shop colour is going to get you all 8 of those. And then the magic film where you get, is that 15 metres, I think, isn't it?
For the Magic Film here, the heat reactor one, 15 metres.
15 metres, 43 centimetres in width. Shop film, $24.99 will get you that. Now, what I loved about this, David, was when we put the metal leaf, metal sheets in, and then alcohol ink on top, it looked amazing.
It did.
Do you think you could use the mica sprays from Cadence with this? Because we had all 16 on a deal yesterday.
Oh, right.
Worked
Okay,
out
then.
at £2.50 a spray before your discount.
Who's decided that?
We did in the meeting.
Right, so as a day off, and then that happens.
No, you were in the meeting when we decided it, because we decided it on Monday.
We didn't, we didn't know.
We did.
No, we didn't. I wasn't here for the meeting on Monday.
Oh, well, that's your fault then. But
This
they
is
were
what
on a cracking
happens,
deal.
by the way.
I know, I did say yesterday, if you knew, you'd be cross. But they were brilliant. Could you use them inside there?
Okay, so what, yes, absolutely. What I would suggest doing is, because they're a water-based spray and this is a plastic surface, they'll bead on the top of it, but that's not an issue. If you were to sandwich it over and then iron
And then
inside,
iron
of course it'll create steam because it will push it out, but it'll dry inside. That's something I would definitely love to try for
exciting,
you.
isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. Might have to do that in the show. Just saying.
That's what you get for getting a day off.
I know.
Right, shall we talk jewellery bezels?
Absolutely, all
I'll tell you
different
what,
shapes.
I love this about this. I watched Jane yesterday, and she's always got a little bit of resin left.
Yes.
Or paint pours. You know, the paint that you're left over with when you've done an acrylic pour, and you're like, what a waste of paint. You don't waste the paint. You leave it to dry, and then you can cut it down and put it inside here with
peel it off.
resin on top. That would look incredible, wouldn't it?
Absolutely, it would do. Now, the gold ones are incredibly popular. You've got inside here little diamond shapes. You've got your hearts, squares, your rectangles. You also have your triangles, and you've got your droplets and ovals. And I love the little moon crescents.
I do too.
Aren't they stunning?
Yeah,
Now, you'd
so
get all
cute.
of those shapes with the findings as well. Everything that you need to create your own jewellery, whether you can turn these into earrings or necklaces, you can do both of those alternatives. It's entirely up to you. They make great key earrings as well. One of the most, should I say, commercial craftable gifts you could be making this Christmas is these sorts of finishes. Now, if you're going to be putting them as tags, if you're literally going to have them as key earrings, everyone will use them.
Yeah.
This is the thing, there's a purpose for them with everybody out there. So I would definitely consider giving them a go. You will love it, and you get an awful lot for your money.
You can put photos inside it, bits
Oh,
of
yeah.
rice paper that you've got left over.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, all of that
All your
kind
glitters,
of thing.
your micas,
Yeah,
put
all
your
of
gilding
it.
flakes inside there.
Brilliant.
Just go to town with it. You're working with a UV resin, so you've got the ability to even set sequins and beads and get out your embellishment pots and just use it all up.
Those seed beads that Jane did yesterday.
Exactly
They
that.
were amazing,
Brilliant.
weren't they?
Yeah, just get it all out.
Right, so if you want shop gold, $12.99. That's ridiculous.
I know.
If you are making to sell, how many do you get? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. You get 20 of them
20.
for $12.99. And the findings, this is absolutely stunningly beautiful. I love these. I think they're handbag charms,
Handbag
key
charms,
rings, like you said,
the zip of
pieces of
everything.
jewellery, all of
Absolutely.
that.
All of
So
it.
if you want the gold, shop gold. If you want the silver, I'm really hoping that code's silver. Yay! Shop silver. We'll get you those. And then shop antique. These are
Yes.
the ones that I really like.
My super fave.
They're all limited stock now. So if you want them, you need to be popping them into your baskets, please.
Absolutely.
Look at that.
They're absolutely stunning. Now, the antique gold as well. You can also paint them if you wanted to paint them first, if you wanted them black or a different finish. There's nothing stopping
there's
you
a thing.
painting. Yeah, give them a paint. They're metal, so if you're using the hybrids, they're going to go on there, no issue. Talking of the UV resin with this, you're going to need... Andrew, we've got the tape. Okay.
All right.
We're just sorting something out for you
Yeah,
because there's some
we
other bits
are.
and bobs we're going to share with you that will be really useful within this craft.
Absolutely. Right, now this is absolutely going in my basket.
Oh,
'cause
it's
I
so
wanna make
good.
one. I was going to make one for our silver wedding and I didn't have time. But for Christmas, because I want to learn to play chess.
Me too.
And Mick's brilliant at chess.
It's one of like the oldest games in the world, isn't
and I
it?
have no idea how to play it.
Same. I
Drafts,
don't.
I'm a whiz at drafts.
Same, they're all in my inbox. Like, I never even send the email.
He's back, thinking it's funny.
Everyone's
I
like, did
know,
you never
right?
send me that email? It's in my draft, sorry.
Good at drafts.
But this chessboard, wow.
is amazing. And what I want to do is I want to do it with a clear resin and drop alcohol ink
Yes.
in because it captures motion we discovered
It does.
yesterday.
It's got like a surface
It's
retention.
amazing. It just, as that ink starts to flow and the resin hits it, it captures that motion. It's incredible. But this is absolutely fabulous. Now, $39.99 is going to get you the mould for the chessboard and all of the pieces, which is phenomenal value for money.
Look how good
30
these are.
If I went out and bought a decent chessboard, it would cost me more than that, and I'd have one.
Yeah.
Now I can have the ability to make this as many times as I want, make and sell them, which will be fabulous as well. But look at this, just with that little touch of metal leaf in there. I mean, good grief, if you want to make Christmas presents, this is blinking brilliant, isn't it? I loved this. I remember when this was first poured, and the morning after when I came in, nobody was in. And I went running into the academy and just had a sneaky peek. But they're fabulous, aren't they? Look at this. Now, how has this been done?
Okay, so this was done in a 2-pour process. So every other, and the way that this was a really good sort of indicator of how to do it was on the back of here. You're just using a dry white pen.
Yeah.
So do a cross on every
Right.
other one so you knew where to pour. Dropped inside here a black pour of resin, just in the alternate squares, obviously in the mould. Let that cure first.
When you say a black pour, how do we
So
get
just
black?
using resin with black alcohol ink or black epoxy resin ink.
Lovely,
Okay.
thank you.
So mix that inside here. Let that cure first. Now, of course, you don't have to let it solidify and cure. You can leave it just literally about 6 hours, and it won't reactivate that surface. And then the whole thing was flood poured, so completely topped
Right,
up
got it.
with, of course, a red mica mix
Got it.
into the resin. So we didn't have an ink in there; it was just a mica mix that topped it up. Now, the actual the chess pieces themselves, they were with a white ink inside the resin, and then afterwards I mixed some Gilding Flake with Aquastone and I varnished them.
Brilliant,
So
isn't it?
the actual Gilding Flake wasn't inside the mould.
Even the detail in between all the
Yeah,
squares.
the little channels,
the
aren't they
little
cute?
channels. Honestly, this is, if you're going to invest in a mould, for me, this is the one. Because you imagine making sell these, or just making them for your friends and
I
family.
mean, even if you want to use resin cast
And
with them,
bespoke,
yeah, they'd be
yes.
like giant tiles, wouldn't
Yes.
they? Ooh.
Oh, you've done it now, haven't
Oh
you?
my god, imagine a giant tile and putting all your waxes and all of your rice papers on that.
Ooh,
That
that's
would
a
be
bit
nice.
exciting. It would be nice. And I love the mica in here. So if we just come in really, really close, Laura, for me, please. If you just look at these red squares here, look how that resin is moving. If you could see fizz, it would look like that.
Yes.
That's what it would look like. Isn't that great?
It is such a cool mould. I think it is one of the
It
most
is a cool
interesting,
mould.
giftable ones that we've had.
Well, you could do, so let me get my head into this.
Okay.
So if I'm using the resin heat mat,
Yes.
which we've got on,
Was it on yesterday?
no,
Oh, okay. We
it's
do.
on tomorrow, I think.
It might be. We do have.
We've got it on tomorrow. So if I
Right.
pour this, but then I wanted to cut it into squares for coasters,
Yes.
at what point would I do that?
So if you wanted to cut the actual resin.
Yeah.
So when you.
Or would I do it separately?
What I would do if you wanted to do something like that is I would cut thin strips of acetate,
Right.
and I would probably
Build a
divide it
grid,
up and
right.
do a gridded system inside it.
Got
You just want to be careful, of course, not to, you could use your resin tape, which we're working on sorting that out for you on this show, but you could divide it off. Or if you do have like your embossing mat or an extra embossing mat from your Pro Cut, you could cut it down into strips and make silicone lines inside.
I also like the idea of this being a table setting.
Yeah, absolutely. I think these are table mats. I'm just visualizing doing like 6 of them and making a cube. And I think that would look really cool in resin with a light inside it.
absolutely.
It would be like a really sort of funky, like sort
Yeah.
of surrealism style light box.
Fabulous. Right, it's all allocated, I'm afraid, so it's
Oh.
gone. So if you want it,
Right.
and it's in somebody's basket. Right, now then these. These are great.
This was my favourite creation
it?
I ever did.
Oh, that's a big statement.
I loved that one.
David, look at that.
I loved this.
How
Now,
fabulous is that?
this tray is like, it's like double decadence.
Double David's double decadence.
I think it's so luxury, this mould.
That is beautiful.
It's like an agate, so it's like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
slice of a natural rock or a found object that then has been encapsulated. Now, what this actually has in here is the Gildan flake that I dropped alcohol in and mixed it in with it. So it's kind of got that sort of mottled, and it looks all oxidized. You've got areas of sort of mottled colour and tarnished golds. Now, poured this with the epoxy resin that we have on the show, mixed micas. I actually used one that was very similar to the Petroleum Cadence colour and then like a copper tone. So it was really nice for autumn. But also with this particular mould, you do also get the handles for it. So you can put the handles to make a tea tray.
Oh, I like that.
So pour those separately, and then you can use your UV resin to stick them together. So you glue your, I'm going to show you how you can stick two cured resin components together with UV resin during this show. So there's other uses for it, so you can actually build things.
Brilliant.
And with that large surface mould, which is huge, you're also going to get all 4 of those coasters. Wow. Isn't that cool? Look at that.
That is, I know.
This looks like a crocodile eye, I think.
Mica is just incredible in resin, isn't it? I mean, just the striations that you get as it moves.
But then edging it with gold.
Yeah, look at that. Is that your liquid?
So this one here was, I used the liquid gold from Cadence on the edge there because it's an epoxy. It works really well on resin.
It's brilliant,
and
that
you can
product.
mix it with resin as well. I know, we're just waiting for it to come back.
Well, that's how you mix it in the first place, isn't it? Because it comes with a little, little jar of resin that you mix with the powder. I think we used the powder when we first went to Cadence. We did a resin pour, and I'm sure it was that gold powder that she put through it.
Wow.
And then she blew it with a
there's so much room to experiment with.
But that product, check it out on the website. It's called Cadence Metal
Liquid Leaf.
Liquid Leaf. Just check that out because that in a resin pour is incredible. It looks amazing. But these are fabulous, aren't they?
They're great.
So that's great value for money. So you get the tray, the handles, and 4 coaster moulds for $34.99 shop tray. I also think these are a really nice place to start and to play.
Yeah, absolutely.
Aren't they?
Yeah, a brilliant place to start and play.
With all sorts of different mediums in it and see what works.
I mean, put rice paper in the bottom, try it with loads of different, alternatives. You could, if you wanted to, do an acrylic pour inside here, a shallow one, do an acrylic pour, let it dry and pour resin on top. And then you peel it out and you've got them actually stuck together. Why have we not done that? So these are the sorts of things that you could be doing. I know. And also as well, if you're using the Cadence mirror spray, you can use... if you're using the Cadence resin, you can use your Cadence mirror spray on the back of it and it turns it into a mirror. I know. Recent discovery. So if you were to spray the back of this with mirror spray, that would now be a mirrored panel. I know. I'm just thinking about when I'm going to do it.
Wow.
I know. And also as well, if you've used the Cadence resin with this and put that on your heat mat, you could curl it up and it'd be a bottle wrap. So it's not a placemat anymore or a tray, it's a bottle wrap or a candle tea light holder.
I didn't know mirror spray would work on the back of resin.
No, it's not really meant to because it's designed for glass and it's got chosen perspex finishes. There's a few. It has to be incredibly smooth. If it's got an ever so slight texture, it won't work. But the Cadence resin dries that slick. It dries like glass.
So. You know that magnolia mould?
Yes.
It's back in stock.
Ooh.
I saw them in the warehouse yesterday.
Okay.
So I wanted to do those around a mirror.
So you could do them.
Now I can mirror them and put them on.
Yes.
So it'll look like the 3-dimensional is coming out
It'll look like
of
the
mirror.
set in the glass. Yeah. It would create like a sort of like a holographic-y.
I'm doing that this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sunday. That's
because the next part is also, which I think there's still might be a little bit of gnats left, is that you mirror spray on the back of resin, clear resin, and then paint over the top with Mirror Festival, which is the mirror tint from Cadence. So there's like all of this can work together.
Tint the magnolias.
Tint the magnolias.
Mirror spray on the back.
Put them
on my mirror with resin.
And set them to it with your UV resin, so it all cures together. I know.
Right, that's what I need to do. That's on my list.
I know, right?
List is about this long
It's
of
huge,
stuff I want
isn't
to do. Now then, these are fabulous.
They are indeed.
I love these. I think these are great.
They're
Do you know what
huge.
I like the idea of these?
Go on.
You know when you've had your dinner, can you put food on these?
Resin isn't food safe, but if you were to give it a coat of a food safe sealer, you can do that. So if you use like an aquastone over the top, that would be fine. Let it fully cure.
I like the idea of this for your supper at night.
Oh, that's some biscuits on it.
Yeah,
some
cheese and biscuits.
Yeah,
right.
That's the sort of thing.
Isn't it fabulous? And yesterday we had the burring tool on, which enables you to take off that ridge because you get a dip, don't you?
Yeah, it can sort of, as it dries, it's just goes a little bit up to the edge. It's like if you fill a glass of water, you'll notice at the edge it slightly dips up. It's just, of course, the surface tension.
Yeah.
And you can remove that easily.
But how fabulous is that? Isn't that great? And then this one is super funky, isn't it?
Look at
that.
I mean, wow.
Right.
So Jane poured this with the neons.
She did.
And this is just something special, something fun, something different as well to play with.
Yeah.
But yeah, they are beautiful.
They're gorgeous, aren't they?
Yeah, they're
absolutely
really nice.
Gorgeous. It reminds me of when you were a kid. Oh, I know where it was. Yeah, Fab Lollies.
Yeah.
But also when you used to go to the Little Chef.
Oh,
they
the
always
Little
used to
Chef.
give you a little lollipop at the end.
Hey, do you know that
Do you
one you drive
remember
past
that?
on the A1 with the big roof?
Yes.
That's the one I remember.
Yeah,
It
Little
says
Chef.
Starbucks now, I think.
That takes me back, Little Chef. Right, so if you want the angled one, this is your angled mould. I think serving that on a dinner table with cheese and biscuits on would be fabulous, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. What I think would be really nice with this one, which I would definitely suggest going, is when you've got a double medium mix, I would pour one side, probably this top
What
here.
does that mean, please?
So you're going to basically pour one side with epoxy, the other side with resin cast, and the meat in the middle. So a little bit like if you've ever seen olive wood chopping boards where half is olive wood, the other side is resin and it's mixed together. Or the end of a kitchen island sometimes is like quartz and then it goes into wood. So what you could do is pour one side with your epoxy resin and at the same time pour resin cast, and then you'll get textures together. So it will almost be like they're glued together.
And then mirror spray the back.
Mirror spray the back.
Blinking
And then
egg.
glaze the whole thing.
Right, shop angle, $24.99. If you want this one, it's a bit like a mini cricket bat, that,
It is,
isn't it?
isn't it?
Shop round, $24.99. Right, these are now, we're literally running out of stock. So if you want them, please, please, please put them into your basket because I don't want anyone to miss out. Right, we've got the tape onto the show now
we
as well.
do.
This is a UV resin tape, isn't it?
It is
With
indeed.
limited stock, blinking egg.
Oh my goodness, guys.
We need to go and get some more stuff.
We need to do some shopping,
We
right?
do need to do some shopping.
UV resin tape, it's going to be fundamental if you've shopped for your bezels
Yes.
and your UV resin today. You're going to absolutely need this. It is crucial and is going to aid you an awful lot in terms of making the project cure correctly and also seal the back of the bezel. What this
Right.
actually does, and I'll demonstrate this for you, is you're going to place a section. You need about 2.5 to 3 inches of tape. You put your jewellery bezel on here and it will create a seal all around the perimeter, the bottom
Brilliant.
side of that frame, meaning that when you then fill this with resin, it doesn't seep out or pour from underneath, but you can still set glitters, micas, film inside there and it won't stick to this, it'll stick to the resin.
Right, so when it's set, what do I do? Do I leave the tape on and cut round it? Or
Peel
do
it
I
off.
just peel it off?
You just peel it off,
Brilliant.
it just comes off in minutes.
You're getting 10 metres of that. Shop tape, $14.99. So if you have those bezels in your basket and you haven't got that, please add shop tape into your basket because that will make your journey with resin a lot easier.
Yeah.
David, shall we go to demo?
Yeah, sure,
I think we need
absolutely,
to see it in
definitely.
action, don't we now? And we'll come back and do these book covers after.
Yes, let's
We
do
do
it.
also have the big resin set on that we had yesterday. I'll get Andrew to put the details on your screen for that as well.
Lovely stuff. Oh yeah, we'll talk a lot about the big resin kit as well, because if you've gone for your larger moulds or you've got any of your moulds yesterday, you're going to instantly find for that you're going to need a large quantity of resin. So there's an absolute, I think there's about 4.5 litres in there. There's loads to work with. So you definitely want to be going for that. Right.
Charlene's just asked, can you use the tray and coasters set with Cadence resin and resin cast?
Yes.
That's what we've just said, isn't
Yeah,
it?
absolutely. Yeah,
you can.
100% you can do. There's
Yeah,
nothing stopping you from trying that.
absolutely. Thank you to everyone joining us as well this morning. It's lovely to have your company.
Yes, it is. It's great. Right, okie dokie. So there's a few things I'm going to get prepared for this. Now, when we talk about your UV resin torch, I replaced the batteries in it this morning. The UV resin torch itself is still illuminated and it still gave out a UV light, but it had been used probably for the past 3 months. And although it's still strong, it wasn't strong enough. Okay, so even when your UV torch has power, replace your batteries periodically because, and it's not a wasteful thing, but you need to get the highest strength of UV out of there. Like you can't just leave the project out in the sun and it won't cure properly through the UV light because that's not strong enough. This is a direct UV. So now I've replaced the batteries in here. It takes 3 AAAs. Really easy to replace. Just unscrew the end off of here. I'll show you. And it'll be sat inside that compartment just there. Okay, so you just pop your 3 AAAs inside there. And the reason for that, it kind of works with a lot of things. Like we've got fish at home, and there's a UV light inside the pond. And even if it's not blown, it'll stop working after so long because the UV isn't as strong. It sort of depletes in strength. So you have to always make sure that the power, or of course the bulb, is changed. With this, it's an LED UV, so you don't need to change the bulb. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do first is I've got here the resin tape. So you're going to take a section of this. We do also have some stirring sticks on the show, which are going to be really useful for this project. And you'll see why, because you don't need to stir the resin, but you're going to want to stabilise your tape. So if you go into your stirring sticks, they come in a big pack like this. You've got loads bound together, and you're going to need 2, and the same 2 is all you're ever going to need for this. But the rest of them are safe for stirring your big pots of resin. Pop 2 sticks down like that, and it just means then you can pick up your tape really easily, and it's almost like you've got a little banner.
Little flag, yeah.
Yeah, I'm cheering somebody on at the race.
Yay.
But like literally, it's just much easier that way. And then you want to go to your bezels, which is the exciting bit. Pick the shape that's right for you, and you can see setting rice paper inside them does look glorious. I'm going to show you this in its simplest form, but first we're going to add some film inside this one.
Okay.
Okay, so let's grab a jewellery bezel. I'm going to grab, what shape should I? Well, I'll just grab this one because use the gold, a bit different, okay, use the bright gold this time. And then what we're going to do is grab our film. So pop the rectangle where we need it to be. There we go. Push it down nice and firmly, and that's now on that tape. That is your project prepped, okay, it's ready to go. Now you can pick what you want to pop inside it. And because I'm going to be using the Fantasy film, that beautiful colour set, along with the iridescent one, the heat reactive one, we're going to work with them together. So going into your colours and your iridescent film here, the magic film. So we're going to take a portion of this, okay, it doesn't matter which one we cut first, but I mean, look how beautiful it is.
As soon as you open it, I'm just like fairy wings,
yeah,
mermaid tails, all of that.
It is glorious.
It is beautiful to work with as well.
I'm so glad we've started sharing this product with you, because honestly, it has changed so much of what we do for the better, because it's allowed us to introduce just that element of quite literally magic into it, and it looks so good. Right, okay, so I'm going to use a colour inside here. I've just gone for the first one that was poking out the top there, which is that wonderful amber. It's almost like a Christmassy copper as well. And you can see instantly, if I lay this over the top, you can give yourself an iridescent copper, so it will transition the colours very, very quickly. Now you're going to get an absolute ton of this stuff on these rolls. It's going to last you a very long time, but it's not lasting us a very long time because there is not many of them left, okay? So please, if you are thinking about it, this would be an ideal show to make sure that that purchase is done, so you can look forward to it turning up.
Absolutely. Now, Cheryl messaged in yesterday. She said she's bought a pumpkin and leaves silicone mould. Took them out of the packaging, and they're really sticky on the outside.
Oh, okay, really sticky. Well,
is that normal?
If it depends on the manufacturer. It depends on. Did you purchase them from us? I'm not sure if they were from us. If they were really sticky and they feel sticky so much that they've got a residue on there, just give them a wash. Okay.
She's done that. She said she's tried warm soapy water and alcohol, but they are sticky and uncomfortable to hold. I'm going to ask you to return them.
Yeah.
So we can have a look at them, please, Cheryl. If you email help@highlightcrafts.com, I think we need to see them to understand what's going wrong.
Yeah, because some silicone moulds, depends on what it is. When it's a flush flat mould like this one's smooth to the touch. It's designed to be flush. But when you've got 3-dimensional ones where it's from a block of silicone and it's cast, they can feel a bit tacky, like if you threw it at the wall, it'd stay there, sort of thing. But if it's sticky in terms of it's making your hand sticky afterwards, that's not right.
No, it's sticking to her hands as she's using it.
Okay, that doesn't sound right.
I think you need to return them. Please, Cheryl, please just message help@Highlight Crafts and we'll get that sorted out for you.
Absolutely.
Because that doesn't sound right to me at all.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't at all. Right, okay, so I've screwed up the magic film here. And then there's 2 ways in which you can do this. You can either wrap the magic film around the colour tint like this, which is then going to give you your tinted film. So you've got the copper inside there, and when you press and iron it, you'll see that. Now, you can do that. I've put my iron hotter than I usually use it, because it will melt this one and it'll stick to the magic film. The magic film won't melt, this one will. But I'm just going to put this over the top and show you what results we start to get, and it can distort it quite quickly.
I love this product.
Oh, it is brilliant. So I've just gone straight over like that, okay. And now inside here, we do have that tint.
Look at that.
From the amber, and it is beautiful. Now, if I crank up my iron even higher, if we would keep going over this, we will eventually melt the middle layer, okay? And that means it'll stick. Like, it literally fuses together. Then it'll start. See how it's starting to distort it now?
Yeah.
There we go. So take it back off. start to flatten it out, stretch it a little bit, and now you've got the veining inside it.
Wow.
Okay, see where you've really started to manipulate that. Look at that colour inside.
That's incredible, isn't it?
You see from just there to there where that colour stops.
Yeah.
So adding that little film, adding that colour that you've chosen really makes a difference. Now that, it feels much thicker because it has actually melted. And that's what we wanted. So then what we're going to do is cut into this. So you could get about 10 bezels out of this. But I'm literally going to snip just a section from it here. Just a rectangle to work into that bezel that we've chosen to craft with. Now, you can see the difference from the two of those there. Can you see where it's got the film in it and where it hasn't? You've really changed the colour of this and given it a wonderful, look at that orange there.
That's fab.
And it's not it's a very opulent shade it goes. It doesn't look sort of immature.
It's not tacky.
Yes, exactly that. That's the word.
That's the word. I just say it where it is. You try and find a nice word and I'm just like, it's not tacky.
It's not tacky. Doesn't look cheap,
no, it
basically.
Doesn't. There you go.
Looks lovely. And then I'm just going to trim it to size. You're just going to trim the film down. You can use your dies with this as well if you wanted to. You could find a die that was the right size, but it trims just nice and
I know the question is going to come up, can you cut the film on the Scan and Cut? You can, but I used the vinyl blade. If you try it with your regular auto blade, it's too strong a blade for it.
Okay.
And it kind of rips it on the edges. And I purposely did a scalloped heart because that's one of the most difficult ones because the machine's turning and then coming back on itself.
Oh, okay.
And it worked beautifully. Just make sure your mat's nice and sticky and that you use a vinyl blade. If you've got a CM machine, your regular blade will do.
Oh, interesting.
There you go.
Right, okay. Now what I've done here is I managed to prise apart. Instead of having 3 layers, I've got 2. So I've taken 1 layer of the magic film off, and then these 2 here are stuck together. So one side I've got the amber, and the other side I've got the iridescence. Now I'm actually going to do it with the amber facing up because the amber's then going to be more prominent through the bezel, but also it's going to rely on the iridescence being underneath. Now to seal this in, we're going to take the UV resin and just put inside here 1, 2, 3 drops. Okay, just 3 drops of it like that, a really small amount. Take your film inside your bezel, take another stirring stick or anything that's nice and soft and gently push down. Now that resin's bleeding underneath there and it's sort of splurging out and making it really nice, and it's creating a seal for this. So on the back of it there'll be resin, on the front of it there'll be resin. Because of course if you were to set this in a large mould, the way you'd usually do it is do a shallow pour, put your film in, let it cure, and then of course top it up afterwards so it doesn't float. But this way we can sort of cheat the system because UV resin is so quick. Now I'm using one of the gold rectangle bezels for this, and then I'm going to go in with the torch. Just remember obviously not to directly look at the torch, it's a UV light, so you just hold it down like this. Now it will take 1 to 2 minutes to cure, okay?
That's really quick.
Very, very quick. So it'll also get quite warm. So you want to make sure that you're not putting your hands underneath there whilst it's working. It gets warm. It doesn't, you can't smell a thing. I can't smell anything at all when it's doing it. But you just want to go over here, let it cure. By the time this has started to set, you can then use the sticks you put in place to flip it and keep going from the back and the front.
Oh, clever.
So you're going to get the UV sort of penetrating the bezel from both sides, and it gives you a quicker cure.
Through the tape?
Through the tape.
Okay.
Yeah, the tape's designed to work with UV resin because it will not react with the UV, but at the same time it will still stay in place, and it will of course not stick to the resin as it cures. Some resins of course will bond to a plastic, like the film, whereas this, it won't stick to it. Okay. There we are. So it's going straight over the top, like this.
This is really cool, isn't it?
Really cool. So we've got inside there, I can feel a bit of warmth coming through just from the back of it. So you could flip that over like this and just get that torch on the back just to take it through.
Brilliant, David, isn't it?
It's so good. It's such a good concept.
It's $19.99.
I know, for the torch and the resin.
And you've got a brand new, this is absolutely fabulous. And think about what you could put inside these, all your glitters, your micas, your rice papers.
Absolutely.
Even a lock of baby's hair.
Oh yeah.
That would be lovely.
That would be interesting,
that would be
wouldn't
really
it?
cool. But photographs, if I'm doing a photograph, do I need to seal it first?
It depends if it's what it's printed on. If it's something that's an aged photograph, for one, I'd photocopy it so you've got a copy in case it goes wrong. So do multiple copies or scan it in, etc. on your Scan and Cut or your printer, so you've got that saved. But also what I would suggest doing is coating it first, either with a resin It depends if it's a UV project, you should be absolutely fine. It shouldn't, you know, by the time it's cured, it's not reacted with the ink. But you can just use a PVA and it'll seal it quite quickly. Right, what I'm then going to do is I'm going to take a cup, okay, and to be able to show you, I'm just going to cut the cup down, okay. So we're going to do a little mix to put on top of this. So let's just take this cup and I'm just going to trim it so I've literally got a tiny little basin there to work in. Then I'm going to grab a mica powder. We want something nice. Ooh, let's have a look. We want something nice and iridescent, okay? So I'm just going to grab this one that's called red, okay? There we go. Oh.
Chester, everybody's checked out.
Oh,
well
wow.
done.
Wow, congratulations, everyone. A little bit of UV resin inside this pot now, okay?
Oh, that's not fair. I wanted one.
I know. That's not worked out the way you planned.
No, I thought about this, though. If I did it in clear resin, and then mirror sprayed it, I'd have a mirrored chessboard.
Oh.
So you see the reflection of the pieces.
Oh, it'd be like an 80s dance floor.
Right.
That would look really cool.
Wouldn't
your film inside
right?
it too. Oh. You could put the film inside the resin, the mirror spray in the back, and then the film's reflective.
Yeah.
Right, okay, there's loads. That's amazing. Right.
Shop Take $14.99 is on your screen for you. 10 metres of that you get in. That's going to last you a long time.
So what I've done here...
UV resin's just sold out.
What?
Okay, UV resin's sold out. Well done. You've got that.
Guys. What I've done here is I've mixed the UV resin now with some mica. So I'm mixing the UV resin with something before we've applied it. Mixed it with this mica here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pipette and I'm going to draw this up, okay, from this part. So I've literally cut that cup in half. We're just really slowly feeding it up the pipette here, like this.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
So it's just absorbing that up through the pot. And then we're going to take it to the bezel.
Look at that.
And then if I pour some in here, like this, and then take the normal resin as it is, a little bit of clear, like this.
David.
And then we're going to go in with a bit more of this mica mixed resin here.
Jane was saying yesterday that you can buy pigment pastes and they're really expensive. She said you kind of get, I think you got 15 grams in a little bottle.
15 grand?
And you got 6 different colours and they were about £50.
Oh my God.
And we were talking about this yesterday. You can make your own pigment paste with the micas. And then instead of buying 5, we do a set of 52 colours, don't we?
Yeah.
You could have 52 different colours of pigment paste.
Wow.
And I think it was $39.99, which is night and day from £50 for
Oh, absolutely
6,
it is.
right?
Definitely.
I love this. And do you know what else I love about it? Every single one in the world is unique.
Oh, absolutely. All unique.
There's no two exactly the same.
Now what I've done is I've mixed, of course, that iridescent mica in with the UV resin, and now we need to cure. That is absolutely stunning. What I'm going to do before I actually finish it, though, is I'm just going to pop those bubbles on the top. I'm just going to take this, because I'd mixed that ever so slightly. I just want to get those out before I cure. In fact, they would have looked quite funky, to be honest.
Yeah, I quite like bubbles here and there.
I don't mind it.
Yeah.
And whilst I'm doing that, I'm sort of shifting a little bit around. I probably would usually use a bit of wire or a cocktail stick, but this will do because it's a UV resin, so I can actually wipe it off quite easily. Right, okay, then we're going with our torch. So let's start the curing process. Hold your torch in one place, and I gradually move back and forth, almost like I'm scanning it, okay? So go to one end, hold it there, and then start to come back. Remember, we have got inside here magic film, coloured film, red mica powder, and UV resin. They are all inside one bezel together.
Wow.
Now this UV light is going through, and what will happen first is the surface will set and harden almost instantly, but it'll be like when you put a fresh set of, well, ice cubes in the freezer to go to freeze, and the top of it goes a really thin film of ice, but you can poke your finger through it if you're not careful. That's what the top of this will be like. And it sort of goes down like that, curing process. It's like you could watch ice freeze quickly, but it doesn't cloud. It's purely clear. Don't ever take a blowtorch or anything to try and fire it off to remove the bubbles. You don't want to mix heat in with here. It's directly going to cure only with, of course, your UV. So you don't want to use your heat mat with this. Okay. So keep this in place all over the top. Now, as we start to look into this, you see there, the top is already set. It's crazy how quick that is. Look at that.
Wow.
We poured that literally a minute ago.
That's brilliant.
I know, it's absolutely bonkers. So keep that torch in place. Working my way around.
Look at that.
Yep,
That's
all
super
cured
clever.
there. And then we're just going to flip it round. Okay, and I'm just going to do some work onto the back.
Do you know what? If I went out to a craft fair or I looked on somewhere like Etsy, I'd absolutely be buying that.
100%.
Right?
100%.
Because it's something that's really different and it's unique.
Yeah.
And I think if you do make to sell, the word unique and bespoke,
Everyone will be different.
every single one will be unique. And I love that.
Me too.
I think that's really special because we live in a world where we mass produce everything.
Oh, everything's
To
the
have
same.
something that's individual and unique is just really,
It's so
really
easy
special.
to bump into someone wearing the same outfit, or
Right.
oh, I've got that, and it's like, oh, I want something for me. I want
Yes,
something that, or a
exactly.
gift that they know that they're the only one that has it. Well, you can do that, right? Okay, I'm just going to go through here, and then I'm going to check to see how cured we are on the reverse. Now remember, this will be warm. Okay, there we go. So look how that resin tape is now just peeling
Yeah,
away
that
from
tape's
the back.
invaluable, isn't it?
Oh, it's brilliant. It's absolutely incredible. Look at that.
Is it one use?
Do you know what? I've used it multiple times
you?
and it's been absolutely fine. But you know, you can decide what works best for you. Look at that as it's just coming away.
David.
There we go. So then pop that down. Those other sticks
Wow.
really help. But then look at this.
I need to come in and have a look at that really close.
So we've got this side here.
That's gorgeous.
Look at that, Mel.
That's beautiful. That's
Look at that.
beautiful. Look at that. Wow.
So we've got red mica mixed with UV resin and then amber and magic film. That is beautiful. I love it. And that's cured now. How is that possible? Well, it's possible with a torch and the right resin. All of the equipment that you need is on this show. Did you say the resin, we've not got many left? Or is it gone?
We have the big resin.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, so we can do bigger
talk us
projects
through the
too.
big resin
Yeah, I'm on my
first,
way
and then we'll
over.
do these book covers. Or do you need time to get ready? Because I
No,
can do
it's
it
all
myself.
right. We can come round.
All right.
Yeah, sure.
Also, we've got these book covers on the show, which are brilliant. I love these.
Oh, yeah.
Hannah worked with these the other week, and she made some fabulous book covers. So you get in a kit. What do we get in a kit?
Okay, so this one here is your
it
top set.
small one?
Yes, it's your small one with your chrome embellishments
Okay.
there. And then you do also have your larger one at the same time as well if you wanted to go for your big books. Now it comes with the ring
Love this 'cause
binder.
it gives you the holes in it.
I know,
How
so you
cool
only
is
fill it up
that?
to where it needs to be, so then you've got those holes in there. You see that? That's where you're going to put those ring binders through.
I like this size.
Yeah,
This is nice handbag size, isn't it?
Yeah, and the fact that you can make your own notepad. I mean, how
Absolutely.
wonderful. That's like book
That's
binding on
great.
a different level.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And again, unique in the world.
Yes.
And then you also get the little bookmark as well, which looks stunning with dried flowers inside it.
It does.
Then you've also got your ring binder.
Yep. Which is going to go
accessories.
straight through.
And these, I love these.
Oh, I know.
Swatch books as well, these. They're good.
Well, you were wanting some
Swatch
of these,
books.
weren't you?
Swatch books.
Yes, you swatch books.
Make your swatch books.
That's what we've been saying all this
Oh,
time.
yes. That's
I
what you
know.
need.
That's it.
Imagine that with a piece of, all the different crackles in one.
Oh, yeah,
All the
that'd be
different
good.
metallics in another. All of that.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
I know.
Inks, everything, paints,
That's
all
what you
of
want to
it.
use those for.
Oh, excited about that.
Oh, yeah, you could do
I've never
every
did
single
it
shade of
today.
paint, every single shade of film, or every single shade of ink that you've got. You
Love
could do it
it.
in those.
Right, so if you want the small one, it's shop small $17.99. Now, we were talking about this yesterday. Moulds are a tool that will last you a lifetime if
Yeah.
you look after them, right?
You only ever buy
Brilliant.
once.
Absolutely.
It's a single purchase. It's not where we're going to say, right, okay, you need this one again.
Yeah,
you
it's
don't.
not consumable.
If you want a multi-purchase, you can just use setting more at once, but it's not an essential. That's a choice.
Now, the larger one, you get the bookmark.
You do.
You also get the
Your
A5.
There you are. And look at
that.
this. An
And
A4.
then A4.
Now, if you wanted to, you could fill it up the whole way.
With the film and micas and
Oh, the whole
butters and-
thing.
yeah, I'm going to have to do this
But
with Alice, I think.
We're
She'll love that.
sharing these to you with book pages or for book backs. But if you were to fill this whole thing and ignore the fact that there's 3 holes there, you've got a placemat mould
Mm-hmm.
there, a giant placemat mould. Now, if that placemat mould was on its own, being shared with you as a placemat, it probably would be almost the same price as this whole bundle
Absolutely.
individually. But what you could do is once you've demolded it, then just fill the little recess holes.
Yes, absolutely. Shop large, $24.99 is going to get you those, which is fantastic. I think vinyl would work inside resin, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's plastic. Oh, you could pour it, then put your vinyl and then top coat it. Ooh.
Personalised notebooks now, and we've still got that deal on that vinyl Shop Casa, I think it was. It's not in this show, but have a look on the website. We had the holographic vinyl in here.
Oh, that holographic stuff.
Then we had the black and the white, all three for $17.99.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
That would be brilliant.
Imagine a holographic in the chessboard. Oh my gosh, that would look really good.
We need a month to just play.
Should we do it? Should we both book a monk off? I don't know what the monk could do.
I don't know what the monk would do either. But yes, absolutely. Yes, vinyl, personalised now,
there would
but
be
embedded
amazing.
in. Love that. Right, now these are essential, aren't they? These tools.
Absolutely.
These are your consumables.
Yes, definitely. Now, we've got with you your mixing sort of section of the show. Now, inside here, you're going to get all of the mixing cups. You get 50 pieces in total.
Wow.
Now, these are brilliant because you measure by a volume rather than weight. Some resins, the part A and part B, don't weigh the same. So it's quite easy to sit there and say, oh, just do 50 grams of part A and 50 grams of part B. That means you might not always have an equal solution because some are heavier than others. So you need to always double check that your quantities are correct. The best way to do that is go by volume.
Perfect.
That's the easiest way. And these have volume on the side. You can do, of course, in there if you wanted to. You could do, you go up to 110, and then you could take the next one up to, you could go up to 220. It's entirely up to you. Then, you've got a full mix of part A and part B.
Brilliant.
You can wipe them clean so you don't have to keep binning them, which I try to be really, as cost effective as possible. Sustainable stirrers.
Brilliant.
There you go. Everything that you need.
Shop Mix, $19.99. Right, let's talk about what's in this kit, David.
Yeah, absolutely. Shall I bring it over to you?
This is a lot of resin, and we were talking about this yesterday. You can go out and you can... So, when you go out and you find, a new dessert, for example, and you buy a little one, and then you realise that they do a big one. Yeah. And you're like, that's going to be amazing. Yeah. That's this.
It is this.
Now, this is different to the Cadence resin in that it goes completely hard.
Yes, absolutely. With this one here, you won't find the heat reactive relief with something like this. But different resins, different purposes, different reasons. This is for deep pours as well. So if you've got a mould that's really, it's got a good depth to it, you're talking up to almost an inch in areas, which some of the ones we've shared with you recently do, especially some of the bases for the stands. This is the resin to work with. It's bubble-free, it's odour-free, it's completely transparent, it's self-leveling, it has all of the qualities. It's also UV resistant, so if you're going to use it outside in the garden, or it's going to be an ornamental piece on a windowsill, it won't yellow. Some resins can yellow within literally 3 months on a windowsill, and they almost look a bit nicotine stained.
Yeah, not nice.
It happens, and you'll have, if you've ever had the experience of popping one on the windowsill, you'll have seen that if you've not used a UV resistant. Also with something like this, you can mix in all of the mediums that we've covered during the show, whether it's micas, Gildan flakes, glitters, if of course it's your film, vinyl, if you're going to put in your pigment paste inside there as well, you can work with it. But combined here, you're getting two parts, part one and part 1 and 2 are A and B, but you're getting 2.25 litres in each one, so you're getting 4.5 litres of resin. It's our biggest volume bottles we share.
I think it's a brilliant investment.
Yeah.
Because if you are going to go into resin, you're going to want to do it again and again and again and again, because everyone's going to be different. And that's just a joy, isn't it? And the one thing you don't want to do is start on your resin journey and then go, I ain't got enough. I need more, because it's addictive.
Well, this is the thing, and I spoke to Jane about it because I speak to Jane for advice on a lot of things to do with resin because she works with it in and outside of work. It's a hobby for her as well, of course, as doing it professionally. And I spoke to her and said, right, okay, what's your perspective? What's your point of view on the bigger pots? And she went, it's a game changer, because she would initially, and as she started out purchasing litre bottles, where she'd get a litre, 500 of each. And she said if she was to keep buying those, it is, of course, more than to go for this.
Absolutely.
And I think it was more by £10, okay? So she'd instantly got a saving, but she'd not got all of that waste. Because she said even when you do pour out a bottle of resin, sometimes in there is a bit that's coated the inside of it. You've got that bit of wastage, and that was then times 5 kits that she kept on constantly getting through. So when you invest in a larger solution, it's obvious that it is the way to go forward. We use them here in the demos. We use them in everything that we do, especially moulds like this.
Yes.
You don't want to use, of course, UV resin unless it's accents on top.
Yeah, absolutely. Shop Resin, $99.99. It's UK only, but remember, you will also get your discount off that.
Yes.
And you won't pay any postage.
No, we'll pay it. And
which
it's heavy.
we'll pay it for you, which is brilliant, isn't it?
Definitely.
So if you are serious about your resin journey, then this is absolutely fabulous, because you get your pipettes in there, you get your silicone spatula in there, you get some lolly sticks in there as well, and then your part A and part B, and it's just an equal mix, isn't it? So it's
Equal
really
mix.
easy.
So easy. Really easy to work with. Cures, after 12 hours you can demold. You probably can demold after about 10, to be honest, but we usually about 12 hours here. And then, of course, after 24 hours, you've got full rigidity, so it's non-flexible. And then I think it's usually anywhere between 18 to 24 days, you've got full curing, which means, of course, it won't have changed appearance or feel or anything, but it will mean that it can be fully submersed and it can be used outside or inside without any issues at all of it, of course. Not rehydrating, but having any sort of areas that could be tacky still.
Yeah, brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely love it. But I love the idea that I can put mirror spray on the back of the Cadence resin.
Yes, absolutely.
Not on the back of this
No,
resin.
I mean, you can try it if you wanted to, but I don't think it will give you the full reflection.
No. Brilliant. Right, I've got to say goodbye. Stephanie's got a deal on the hot foil pen next with Amanda.
Right,
I know, rude.
right. Well,
I know.
okay.
So through that wall, you'll see our Stephanie and Amanda. Me and you are back. I don't know, are me and you back today?
I don't know.
I need to go and have a look at the schedule. I can't remember.
Yeah, back tonight.
I'll go and work out what I'm doing.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
And then I'll see you in probably about an hour's time.
Yeah.
Enjoy the next show and see you soon.